dreams he had of us. He even named a star after me and said he'd talk to it like it's me. And every night before he go to bed, he would blow it a kiss and hope that I got it. The letter stopped. After 2 or 3 months, I figured he'd been killed or something horrible had happened, seeing as though the last letter I got spoke of all the dead bodies he was seeing and how his best friend died in his arms. The war ended. I heard his company was coming back to the States, so I drove on down to Fort Dix to see if he was going to be one of the soldiers marching from the airport to the buses. Nothing. The protesters began to disrupt everything. Those poor soldiers didn't know what to expect. I know one thing they didn't expect: their own country to turn on them the way that they did. You see, no matter how you feel about the war, you got to understand those soldiers ain't had nothing to do with it. I mean, they didn't have a choice. They had the choice to go to jail. The protesters got so wild and loud that the MPs began to push everybody back, including me. As they pushed us back behind the gates, I began to plead with them, "Please, sir, I am not a protester. I'm here to see my man. He is in the Bravo Company 1st Infantry Division. Can you help me?" Nothing. They couldn't hear a word that was coming out of my mouth. But I didn't give up. I stayed around post for another week or so, stopping every soldier I could see. "Excuse me, sir. Sorry to bother you. Do you know Private Cunningham?" No one knew him. My money started to run out, so I headed on back home. It's been several years now. I gave up on ever seeing my lover again. Christmas time, I'm coming out of Pomeroy's arms full of bags, and I see this hobo on the corner of 6th and Penn digging a half-eaten hamburger out of the trash can and eating it. He's dressed in filthy army fatigues and talking to himself. I felt bad for the brother, seeing as though I just bought several new dresses and a new wig, and here he is eating out the trash can. I reached down in my purse to give him a few dollars, just to help him out. "Here you go, brother." He lifted his head and my heart dropped. It was Preston. I tried to talk to him, but he stared straight through me. Can you imagine how that felt? Imagine a man that you imagine spending the rest of your life with, barely recognizable, and he don't recognize you. My Preston, a bum on the streets, talking to himself and eating out a trash can.
I didn't know.
Child, I just deal with it.
I can't thank you enough for all that you did for me. A whole day behind bars can feel like an eternity. I mean, I don't know how anybody can do that for months, years, all their lives even. I got cousins that you'd swear they love being in jail. So thank you. I mean that.
No need to thank you.
$150 ain't no chump change. I'm sure you didn't have that much cash to throw away.
But money is just money. With hard work, I can get it back. I couldn't bear the thought of you sitting behind bars knowing I had the means to get you out.
Well, I'm gonna pay you back every dime.
If you feel it's what you want to do, I understand. But I want you to know I ain't asking for it back.
I hear you. Damn! Why am I not surprised?
What's wrong? What happened?
You shoot the cable man, and the next day the cable man shoots your cable. No disrespect. I mean, I'm grateful for everything you did for me, but I never met a man who gave a woman $150 without wanting something in return.
That's fair enough. Sort of puts me in a bind.
How so?
If I confess that I got a thing for you, even though I'm willing to do anything and everything it takes to win your heart, bailing you out makes it seem like I want something in return. I said too much.
I'm not used to a man sharing how he feels. I don't know what to say.
Well, as long as you ain't saying get the hell out of my house right now, it's a good start. Here, let me take a look at it.
I have an old intimate.
Let me try, if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. I don't know what I'm doing. Who is it?
Oh, it's me. Oh, I'm so glad you're home.
Me too. I didn't know how long I was going to be in there.
Hey, Horse.
Hey, Mom.
Thanks for looking out for my sister.
Oh, it really is no big deal.
Percy cut the cable off already.
Trifling son of a bitch. I tried to kill his ass.
Well, let's just be glad you only shot him in the shoulder and he lived. Otherwise, we wouldn't be watching a horse work on your television.
He's really nice. Almost too good to be true.
Now, see, you stop that. That's the kind of thinking that blocks your blessing. Quit it, you hear me?
I hear you.
Good. Now what you gonna do?
About what?
The speakeasy.
I'm back to square one. I guess I gotta keep the speakeasy open. I mean, it seems like every step forward, I take two backwards.
Well, I'm here to help you. I promise I'm gonna help you save this house.
Thanks, Marge. I love you.
I love you too. You're my little sister.
All done. You had 3, almost 4 stations.
Ooh. Child, let me go find President. He's at the lava pizza necklace today.
He's eating real good these days.
See you tomorrow. Bye, horse.
Bye, Marge. Catch you later.
You are heaven sent.
Well, if I'm heaven sent, then that means that you must be heaven. Because heaven must be like this. It must be like this.
That was pretty smooth, Prince Charming.
I mean it though. I have a feeling underneath that tough skin is a kind, loving movie.
I haven't seen that girl since I don't know when.
Say, what's your story? I mean, I heard a few things from my cousin, but I want to hear from you.
My story.
Yeah, your story.
What do you want to know?
I want to know you. I want to know the parts you ain't been heard in a long time, or maybe never even heard at all.
You want to know a lot for $150.
$150 is nothing compared to what I want to get.
I'm recently separated, and I have a son who's staying in my in-laws' house. This is my parents' house, which the city is about to take from me due to years of back taxes. I mean, I started a speakeasy to try and save it, but if it weren't for bad luck, I wouldn't have none at all. Not to mention that I had a fling with someone who I thought would help me, ended up betraying me, which landed me in jail. That's my life in a nutshell. You can run now. I won't judge you.
Run for what? That don't scare me. Sit back. Relax.
That feels so good. So, what's your story? Why'd you move to Reading from,
Winston-Salem.
that's it, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, right?
Yeah, North Carolina. Did some things in my past I'm not too proud of. I was in love once. The name was Regina Easy. Called her Jeannie for short. I wanted to marry her, you know. Own some land, build a house out in the country, start a family. You know what I mean? She decided that that's not what she wanted. She wanted someone who was well-to-do, better off than me. Nice clothes, flashy car. Carlton Riverdale was that something. He had so much money. I mean, his real dad was this white man who had a vast addiction to sleeping with black women. When he died, Carlton was his next leader too. He had so much money, it blinded my old lady. It fooled her. She left me, moved in with him. Not long after that, he started beating on her. The beats continued for a little while until one day he beat Jeannie so bad she had a miscarriage. He accused her of getting pregnant by me. But she stayed with me against everyone telling her it ain't gonna stop. And they were right. The beatings continued for a few years. Jeannie stopped talking to her friends and family. Then the worst of thoughts happened. Carlton beat Jenny to death. He bought off the judge in the corner. Reports say she perished from natural causes. Perished from natural causes. Now don't know 20-something healthy-year-old. Sorry. But like all things, I prayed about it and tried to go on my life until this one day I was walking across the road and Carlton almost hit me with this car. And after he made my life flash before my eyes, I looked at him and noticed that he was laughing at me. So I did the first thing that come to mind. I spit on his windshield. He get out the car screaming and cussing up a storm, and the name calling ain't bothered me that much. But it's when he put his hands on me that broke the camel's back. I lost it. All that balled up and hating emotion I had for him came out all at once. I beat him for Jenny and every woman he put his hands on. I beat him so bad till he stopped moving. The ambulance came, rushed him off to the hospital where he later died. Police arrested me. And I sat in jail for 6 months. If it weren't for that good white lady that witnessed the whole thing, I'd still be sitting in jail. After the judge let me go, I could no longer bear the South. Couldn't take all those bad memories, so here I am. Get a new start on life.
Thank you so much. Next more person I want to introduce, Jonathan Caldwell. Rory Sheriff.
All right, one more round of applause for
Our final presentation today is from Tamara E. Good, an Indianapolis native, is a poet, playwright, screenwriter, actress, director, visual